I'm Martin Kandra, and today I'm here to talk to Detective Marvin Hevel about his recent award he received.
My name is Marvin Hevel. I work with the Huntsville Police Department. I've been here since 1980. I work as a detective here, and one of my duties is the Crime Stoppers program as a liaison with the police department to Crime Stoppers. Coordinator's award is something that the state awards through the Attorney General's office because Crime Stoppers board is going right underneath him. They take selections and nominations from people in all the different Crime Stopper programs in Texas, and they vote on which one they think is the most outstanding. I never thought that I would receive this award, and like I said, it came as a very surprise, and still is. Crime Stoppers is made up of the local citizens in the county of Walker County, and they get together. They're volunteers, so they do background checks on them, but they act as a liaison to get information to law enforcement, because a lot of times your people out there are scared, worried about retaliation, or don't want their names mentioned. So Crime Stoppers actually started many years ago back in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Greg McNeese, he was the inventor and the father of Crime Stoppers, but we've had it here since in Walker County since 1987. But they can call that 294-9494 number, and which is answered by an operator. It's not answered locally, so nobody will know who's calling. They get a call number. They don't use their names. When they want to, if the person receives a reward, they got to call back and use that number. And if they lose that number, they don't get a reward because we don't know who they are. We can't say, hey, just because you got some details on this arrest or whatever, we can't give it to them. It's against the law. Then we become the crook. Okay. And something new that we have just within the last few years is a web page, and that's the Walker County Crime Stoppers web.com. It's on the internet, and you can see that and see absconders from probation department, stuff like that, for not only this county, for surrounding counties. Something else that has just come out is the ability for the person to use their iPhones or the Android, and they can download a application straight off of iTunes or the Android's app, and that would involve them just going there and download it for free. It doesn't cost them. Then they can report this, and it works basically just like a web tip. It's just assigned a number. You don't know who's doing it. And the amazing part about that, which they can do like also on the web, they can actually submit pictures of these people that we're looking for, and it makes it easier to find them. Crime Stopper program has solved a lot of different crimes here since its interpretation, and recently we have what he calls solved homicides. We have warrants, municipal, county, state. We have what he called got tips that even have gone to the federal level. We have given this information like to the police department or the sheriff's department or even Sam Houston University if it applies to their jurisdiction, okay? And they get that tip and they work on it. Once they solve it, they let us know about the tip. And then that tip person that calls in that tip then has to get a hold through the coordinator, and then we work on the process of getting that guy paid. I became involved in Crime Stoppers when it started just a little bit after 1987 here in Walker County. I was asked if I would mind helping in what they call a jail-a-thon, where we would arrest people, but it would be like make-believe, like you'd say, I want to arrest my boss because, he's always getting into my business, or I want my best friend arrested because I don't think she ought to be going with this guy, just silly things like that. And it was a fundraiser. We did that for several years, and I kept getting involved with that. And then just eventually got involved into the part of being a liaison with the Crime Stoppers and the police department. Well, when we first started, we didn't even have a computer to try to keep tabs of our stuff. It was all paperwork, all paper, and you had to put it in a file, and you had to go dig through. If they call back, you go find that information. It developed from there to we finally got a computer, but it could be just like a typewriter basically, but you could research it quicker, and then computers got better. Our first program, all we could do was man the phones, and if someone didn't wake up and hear the phone, you didn't get the tip, okay? We have developed, from there, we developed into having a local call center here, a answering service. We had them doing it, but then we found out, that wasn't secure as we thought it was. So we switched to that, to a answering service now that is bonded and trained in how to answer Crime Stoppers tips. And the people to do this, and we developed from there. We developed next to the having our Crime Stoppers program put on the web page, like I mentioned before. And now we have just got this stuff started on the iPhones and Android phones.
And we would like to congratulate Detective Hevel for his recent awards. So congratulations, and see you next week.